after having to wait deep into 2020 to get access to it. The Ubisoft Plus Beta is finally here on Stadia. We take a look at the service and ask the question, is Ubisoft Plus Beta on Stadia a must-have? Let's get into it.
Stay sick cause I follow my gut. They say I was pushing my luck. I'ma push me a matte all black truck. Oh, I'm not sorry.
What's up, people? What's up, people? What's up, people? It is your boy MM2K back again with another episode of the Stadia Dosage. Do us a huge favor before we get into this one. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, rock those bells for notifications, please, so you know when your boy's dropping these doses. I appreciate all of y'all. Straight up, y'all know the deal, y'all know the reason, and y'all know the slogan. We are not too proud to ask. Let's get into it. All right, let's talk about it. So, the Ubisoft Beta, as it's being called, has finally been launched on Stadia, and I think that was like a few days before Christmas 2020, right? So a lot of people may be wondering, how does this service work? Because there was a lot of talk about this service coming to xCloud and it being on Luna. And how does the Stadia version of this service work? What is its offerings? How to set it up? And lastly, what is our overall thoughts on it? So let's talk about it. But first, you know how we do. Let me show you something. So, in order for you to access Ubisoft Plus, you gotta go and sign up at the Ubisoft Plus page on your PC or your mobile device. I think you can sign up on your mobile device or anything, on your iOS device or whatever, but you gotta go to the web, you gotta go to the internet, and you gotta sign up there. Now, what is Ubisoft Plus? Well, they explain it here as for $14.99 a month, you can cancel anytime. Get access to the latest Ubisoft titles as soon as they release, and over 100 games on PC. Plus, play across your devices with our cloud gaming beta. Now, I want to caution you that for the cloud service, there is not 100 games available at the moment. There's not even 100 Ubisoft games on Amazon Luna or Stadia at the moment for there to be 100 games within the service. PC houses all of the Ubisoft games, and of those Ubisoft games, they've collected 100. All of the most recent games, and then every single game that's going to come in the future. So older games, I guess, will rotate out as new games rotate in, and you'll get the full offering via PC. But again, just so you're aware, you're not getting 100 games on Stadia or anywhere else where this service is being offered at the time of this recording, except for PC. We'll actually go over how many games there are in Stadia in a bit, but just so you're aware, that's how it works on PC versus the Stadia version. And this is what is Ubisoft Plus: 100 plus PC games, new releases, premium editions, cloud gaming beta, cancel at any time. And what you do is, again, you got to come to the Ubisoft page, sign up right here, okay? And then once you sign up right here, you can get access to what is called the cloud gaming beta, and they explain it here as expand your way of playing with beta access to Ubisoft Plus on the Amazon Luna and Google Stadia cloud gaming platforms. Enjoy select Ubisoft games, whether you're on PC, laptop, mobile device, or you want to stream on your TV. Pick up and play your game at home or on the go, and keep your gear, characters, and progress. Now, the great thing about this is, though, even though the full gamut of the 100 games isn't available yet, if it ever may be available, the thing is, the games that are available, which are the latest and greatest Ubisoft games, whether you're playing via cloud service or you want to switch back to a PC, and so forth like that, Ubisoft has this thing called Ubisoft Connect that saves all of your progression in the cloud. So it's your, you get access to your character no matter where you go, regardless of what platform you're on. And this right here is testing out that mobility of that service. And I'm telling you, it's a great thing to behold, because like when I'm playing, let's just say a game like Immortals Phoenix Rising, when I play it natively on my PC, because I want the greatest in visual fidelity, but then I'm on the go, I'm downstairs in the living room and I'm playing on my laptop with Google Stadia, I get the exact access to the exact same save. So it's cross save, cross progression, which is a great feature to have, and Ubisoft is implementing it with this service. So it's a great perk of the service to have. Another great thing is that you get new release premium edition. So, and this applies to the cloud version. Every single version of the latest game, when it hits day and date on Ubisoft Plus, and if it's accessible on Stadia, you get the gold edition. So you get the edition with all the season passes, all the extra DLC, you get that edition, all right? And that's the edition that really is the game changer for the service. And it's kind of like in Game Pass, where Game Pass is a mixture of Xbox and other games. Ubisoft is full Ubisoft games, but it works in the same vein. When you get an Xbox game day or date, as long as you have the Xbox Ultimate version, which is also $15, you get access to the gold versions of that game with all the DLC and the season pass. Same applies here. It's just that this is all Ubisoft games as opposed to Xbox having a mix of games. But with that said, Ubisoft Plus is full of day and date content that is more desired by gamers in totality than Game Pass is. I mean, people may love Game Pass because there's so many games there, but there's just no comparing the day and date content that you get with Ubisoft Plus. I mean, think about it. When Far Cry 6 drops, day and date, it's coming to Ubisoft Plus. When Assassin's Creed Valhalla dropped, it came to Ubisoft Plus. So just to give you a look at how that works with the service in totality. Now, another question people may have is, what is the offerings right now? And let's take a look at it if my page will load. I'm hoping it will load. There we go. Right now on Google Stadia, there's about, I want to say 18 games. And here's what you get when you play, when you get Ubisoft Plus on Google. There's about 21 games in totality, but I think you get access to 18 of them on Google Stadia at the moment. So right now, Ubisoft Plus is missing Watch Dogs Legions, but they do have Assassin's Creed Valhalla, they have Immortals Phoenix Rise, and they got Far Cry 5, they got The Division 2, they got Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and they got Watch Dogs Ultimate Edition. Again, the only game that isn't in here is Watch Dogs Legions, which is kind of surprising, but it is what it is. So you're not getting the full gambit of the service right then and there. With that being said, you get a lot of offerings there, but again, you got to go to the Ubisoft website, sign up for $15, and then whatever they've given access to here on the platform, that's what you'll get access to. Now, that being said, there is a way that you have to sign up. So let's talk about, how do you sign up for Ubisoft Plus on Stadia? What I tell you here in this help section. Just so you're aware, this is for US residents only right now at the time of this recording. So while it's in beta, it's only for US residents. I know that's a big sticking point for a lot of people, and rightfully so. We don't know why Ubisoft is opting to only keep this within the United States. We don't know if it's something with Amazon or whatever the case may be, because Amazon's only available in the States. This released on Amazon first. We don't know if there's some type of marketing deal or something like that. Who knows? With that being said, it's only available in the States right now. So you can't. So don't go to the Ubisoft page and sign up for this if you're outside of the United States expecting to play this on the cloud. You're only going to have access via your PC. All right. They also tell you how to link your account. So what you have to do in order to link your account is, after you subscribe to Ubisoft Plus and link your Ubisoft account with Stadia, you'll gain access to the games available on Stadia. To link your account on your desktop computer, sign into Stadia.com. And you can't do this via the mobile browser on Chromecast. You gotta go to your PC. Click on Stadia settings. I'll show you right now. You got to click on your Stadia settings. And when you go to Stadia settings, you'll see this right here. And when you see that right there, Ubisoft Plus at the bottom on the left-hand side, it'll bring you here. You click on link accounts and you follow the instructions from there, and it'll give you access. And you decide what you select the Ubisoft account. You put in the credentials that you use to sign up for Ubisoft Plus on the PC, and that's how you get access to Ubisoft Plus. Once you do that, you'll automatically again gain access to the library of games available through Ubisoft Plus. They again include Assassin's Creed Odyssey and the most recently released Valhalla. You'll get older games like Unity, Far Cry 5, Ghost Recon Wildlands, Immortals Phoenix Rising, which is a newer game. Okay, and then you do get the older Watchdog versions, but Watchdog Legions is currently not available in the service. All right. So with all that said, the final question is, MM2K, with only 18 games available for Stadia, is Ubisoft Plus on Stadia worth it? I'm gonna say it depends. I'm not completely sold on this yet, particularly because a game like Watchdog Legions isn't in there. Like, $15 is a great deal to get access to all the Ubisoft games on PC, and even some of my old time favorites like Brother in Arms and stuff like that. But to have access to 18 games, right? And you know, let's just say on average, if we average all the games out, they average around $40 a month. Okay, so if you take 18 times 40, I mean, let's do the math real quick. Let's do this. Let's bring the calculator over and let's do the math. You know what I'm saying? For the people that, let me show you something. So you got 18 games, right? Multiplied by 40. That's $720 worth of games there. Okay. Now if you divide that, you divide it by $15 a month, it's going to take you 4 years of subscriptions to get access to that. So it all, I mean, you know, for you, you know what I'm saying? So for you to spend what you would have spun if you bought all those games, it would have cost you, it would have taken you 4 years. So it's a deal if you love all these games. But let's do something else. Let's just take the top 3 games. Let's say Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Let's say the Division 2 with all its nooks and crannies. Let's say Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Immortals Phoenix Rising. So let's just say if you wanted all 3 of those games on Stadia, but you haven't purchased them yet. All right, let's take a look at it. So that's $60 times 3, and that equals $180. Now, if you divide that by 15, that'll take you a whole year just for 3 games. Okay? So my thing is that my thought process about this is if there's at least 3 games in here that you want to play, and Ubisoft games have legs to them. Like, they're not one and done games. So if there's like at least 3 games in this service that you know you'll be playing heavily, then I would say that it might be worth it if you haven't already bought these games. But if there's not at least 3, and I would have definitely said yes if Watchdog Legions was in here. But the fact that you're going to see, it looks like you're going to see some games that are not dropping day and date, that are new in this service. I don't know. This service on Stadia has to shake itself out. So I don't know. I would say possibly. I'm not going to say a definitive. I'm not going to say a no. I'm going to say possibly it might be worth it. And that possibly is heavily guarded with look and see if there's at least 3 games on here that you know that you don't have access to, but you'll be playing the hell out of. And if it is so, then yes. But if not, then maybe not. So it's a possible here. That's our rating for Ubisoft Plus Beta. And again, it's just in beta. We'll see how the service fully fleshes out. With that said, that's it from your boy Mim2K. Let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below, because like I always say, who cares what I think? But if you did like what I had to say, check out the links below to follow me. Those links will lead you to the Broadband Bullies, PNTS Network, Hard Knock Digital Culture, and yes, the Stadia Dosage. With all that said, love you guys and gals. Y'all all have a wonderful gaming day. Peace.